Good morning, everybody. Welcome back, Molly. You had some time off.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's nice to have time off. The funny thing, though, I got to share, you're going to get a kick out of this, what my kids say to me when I have time off.
Okay.
So if I get up and I'm in my pajamas or I'm doing, dishes or something in the morning, they're like, why aren't you going to work?
Yeah, like you're super lazy or something, right? They used to do.
Can you believe that?
I feel like they even used to do things like when you would take a nap, same kind of thing. Like, why are you taking a nap?
Exactly. In fact, they recently said something about how I nap all the time. And I was like, when was the last time you saw me taking a nap? And my son said, yesterday. And I go, okay, you got me there.
Well, it's funny because I feel like we've gotten to this point of the year and you and I both haven't taken that much vacation. And now we're sort of, stockpiling it for the end of the year.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because I looked up a study about vacations, and it was saying there's so many of us in America who traditionally we have trouble taking the time off.
Mm-hmm.
But this year with the pandemic in particular, people have been extra bad about it, and that's not good for stress. They were saying that millennials equate time off with traveling.
Right.
And with people not traveling, they're just not taking as much time off, which is not good for our mental health.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I have a couple friends that are still doing some traveling, and I have this like deep-seated jealousy as well as like a worry for them. So it's this very interesting feeling that we've all come to have about a time off or travel or even just a road trip,
Yeah, so the question is, can you get the benefits, of vacation time like you would traveling if you're staying at home or you're going somewhere close to home? And they say, yeah, it's all about, are you detaching? Are you doing something meaningful? Are you getting relaxation? Because some people have a tendency like me to want to get things done around the house.
Right.
If you're taking time off, it's important to get that relaxation in.
True, but sometimes just crossing things off your list feels good, and that can feel relaxing because it's like a deep breath, right? It's just something you've had there forever. So, yeah, that's true. This is interesting because, you're newly married, and I think, being in a household where, you've got a partner there in your first few years, not like it's first time, but there's this really cute thing about marriage. It's a study that they came out with. They were talking about the first years of marriage actually being the worst years in your marriage. And what I loved about this is it kind of fits that wedding toast that you think is so funny that I always give, which is basically like, may today be the day that you love each other the least. And it's all because you hope you grow in love and love each other more as time goes on. And that's what this study proves.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it's just super cute. They basically talk about the fact that over time, bickering, criticisms, anger, contempt, all that stuff just turns into silliness, jokes. You kind of just age with each other through it. And they say it contradicts the old theory that says positive emotions fade with time. They don't. They do get deeper, and relationships get better with time.
I believe it. My parents have been married 55 something years. And I do think my mom says, you learn to live with certain things. And sometimes those things you don't care as much. So you only make an issue of the really important stuff. I love that you're saying something cute about marriage because it's not usually where you head with stuff like that. But there was a New York Times article that said that young people in particular, they're delaying marriage.
Yeah.
And the study said something like people between the ages of 25 and I think it was like 34 or something, they know each other much longer before they get married than other people, like people in my age group. And what they're saying is the first year of marriage traditionally has been the hardest, but now they're saying people have known each other for so long and so many of them live together, I think 65% before they get married, that it's sort of like the status quo by the time they get married.
That's true. I only want to get married once, and I want it to be for the rest of my life, I'm hoping. So we'll see.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's our sound off today, though. What years of marriage are the best? We want to know. Was it early in your relationship? Was it later? Was it the middle? Let us know. We'll have a chance to chat about that hopefully later on in the show.